Hey everybody, welcome to part one of my dumpster dive videos. I'm going to be doing Strat Guides, game cases, and games in this one, and at the end of this video I will be giving away a free code to Dark Souls 2 Black Weapons Pack. So to start off with, I have a Destiny wristband from release night. I don't know if you can, there we go, glare. So there's that. I got my first official Nintendo 3DS XL black console case, handheld case. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's a case, but it's the original box it came with. So there's that. As for cases, since we're going to go on and do those real quick, I've got a slurry of just random cases for the DS as of late. I don't know what it is, but I'm finding a whole bunch of them. So this one here, it's got a small, I'm assuming it's for a light. There's nothing in it, but it does have, of course, the two straps and the mesh net for your games and accessories to go with it. Straight black. Next we have an actual printed Nintendo 3DS console case. Again, nothing inside of it but your dual straps, game holder, and of course top. And then we go into this really interesting hard plastic one I found. Deep red, opens on both sides. Up here, obviously, games, and I believe it's got room for your stylus. And then on the bottom half, opens up to two sections, I guess. Has room for your system and possibly another stylus. But I find it's kind of interesting. I've been finding more and more of these style cases for some reason, but I've also been finding the really nice, I don't know, it's like an offshoot leather, it's like a pleather type thing, but it's got like the metal DS insignia in the middle of it. I found one for 3DS, and I found one for DS Lite, and I've been using those for my DS's, and of course the games and everything. But I just thought this one kind of interesting. I've seen the other two being the other two sizes of hard plastic cases with Nintendo written on them. Just thought it was kind of weird. It's the first one I've seen. And what's weird too is I don't even know if it's actual Nintendo brand or if it's like an offshoot, different company like Mad Cats or something. I just thought it was interesting. And then I found a PS Vita soft case. Again, nothing inside of it. Two different stages, one for games, more niches for accessories, and then of course you have your standard side for the actual system itself. Being that it's got its round shape, I'm not too entirely sure if it's for Vita Edition 1 or Vita Edition 2, but I'm going to guess it's 1, just because it looks like it's, I mean, it's new, but it's not new. Back to Nintendo, we actually have the hard plastic game cases. I've been finding a lot of these too, and a lot of them are actually in decent shape. Why they're tossing them, I don't know if they can just sell them in the regular bags at GameStop for the accessories, but I don't know. Just tossing them out, I guess. No need, no want for them. And then I have another official Nintendo DS game holder. Like the other hard plastic one, it opens up on both sides. And that concludes the game cases section. On to games. I found this was kind of interesting. There's 2 Kinect games in here. I'll save those for last. But beforehand, we'll go into the one I thought was most interesting was the Disc 2 Metal Gear Solid HD collection. No Disc 1 and no cover art or manual, but I did happen to find, ironically, in the same day, same dive, a perfectly good case, no stickers, no nothing on them, but it looked nice enough to take home, so I figured why not put it in there. Next we have Halo 3 ODST. Only has the manual inside, along with campaign run. But I think I got the multiplayer game disc from another dive. So hopefully this will be complete here soon. Then we have Halo 3. Different dive. Different week entirely, actually. But what I thought was interesting is it not only had the manual in it, but it had the map as well. Or not the map, but the poster. So that was cool. I think the other thing is too is that it had the original security bars still on it, like the sticker and the black bar. So still almost in relatively new shape, although it's pretty dinged up case. Granted, it's a little old, but I've seen worse. And of course, the game was in it with almost no scratching, couple of smudges, but it's slightly used, obviously. Why they tossed it out, I'll never know. I don't know if it's because it's an old 360 game or what, or if they just can't even get a good price on it because it's so cheap. Much like the what is it, Mass Effect. It's pretty cheap too. Onto the Kinect games, we have Nike Plus Kinect Training, complete inbox. Okay, maybe not complete inbox, missing manual. But again, slightly used, little smudge, but nothing too major. Not like I'll be playing it anyway. And then, of course, everybody's favorite game. Can't get rid of these. I don't think anybody can. The only thing that's missing, I believe, is the actual like little base card. Oh no, here it is. Smacked in the middle. But at least that's complete. Because, you know, I need more of them. Okay, so that was games. Now on to manuals. Now this is probably going to irk you guys the most out of all of this. I happened to come across a good sized Kill Destroy section, and I will be talking about it in part 2 of the dive video. But every single one of them, scratched, cut, damaged, whatever. But I am finding a different use for them. Like I said, I will be describing that in the next video. Anyway, like I said, the one that would probably irk you the most, it's the special edition Strat Guide for Watch Dogs. Now, because of how I found it, needless to say, it was dead. But I'm going to try to find another use for this. I'm probably going to cut out all this paper and turn it into a notebook protector for whatever reason. Maybe try to sell it. There's minimal damage to the binding itself. Other than that, everything looks good, maybe with the exception of a couple smudges. But I figure once I'm done and got everything organized, it should be pretty good to use. Now, let's see what else we got. Assassin's Creed Unity the promo folder. Now, the insert on this, it's just basically describing the actual game itself for the next-gen consoles, of course, and then the other sheet that came with it was basically just another like promo page. Also be talking about this in the next video and what I'm going to be doing with the pages, and of course artwork from different games such as Nintendo's, PlayStation's, Xbox's, basically newer console system games, just because they're easier, better graphics and everything. But again, I'll get into it in the next video. I've also been trying to find same use for these guys. For those of you who do GameStop dumpster diving, you already know what they are. I don't know if you guys have grabbed them or not, but they're their like promo setup pages for what they're supposed to do for those weeks. But I can still use the back page for art for the project. I found two of these. They're the Nintendo 3DS Player's Guide 4-pack. It has Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 7, New Super Mario Bros. 2, and Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, which I thought was interesting. In the same dumpster, I found an open manual and a complete unopened manual, complete with the little hangly-dangly thingy. Same dumpster, which I thought was kind of weird. Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City for the original Xbox. There are a couple pages missing from it, but other than that, generalistically, it's pretty whole. I'm not sure if there was anything else that went with it. It is old, and it's obviously been used, but I can slap it with the rest of the collection, and maybe if I find a decent one, swap this one out. Now, for those of you who are on OK Chiefs Diving Nation, I have posted the collector's edition of this particular guide for Titanfall in the past. I believe it was maybe a month ago. And now I have the regular Prima paperback. They're all complete, nothing's missing, and I have 3 of those. In that same dumpster, I found the non-special edition Brady Games signature Call of Duty Ghost guides. Again, nothing's cut, nothing's missing. They're all pieced together perfectly. And I got 4 of them. And I got the Titanfall and Call of Duty Ghosts all in the same dumpster. And I believe that's it. Oh, one more thing. I've been finding a lot of these lately. They're little cards. They had, obviously, Rayman. I found 3 of those. But in another dumpster, I believe 2 weeks ago, I found maybe a stack like that thick, complete with the envelopes and everything. Field destroyed. There was nothing wrong with them. They just tossed them out. So hopefully I'll be able to do, I don't know, Craigslist, eBay, or something like that. PayPal, whatever. But I will probably let you guys know in the description below, or I'll probably put the link to my Facebook page and you can get a hold of me there. But we are running at 14 minutes, 30 seconds, so being that we're running a little long on this video, which is why I'm doing 2 videos, I'm going to end it there, and in the next video, which should be airing in the next couple of days, I will be discussing the game accessories, non-gaming accessories, and the little decoration project that I've got going on. Now, as promised, Dark Souls 2 Black Armor Weapons Pack. And there you go. There you are. So, thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon.